at Qualcomm Stadium in San Diego. I'm Lindsey Thiry, joined by beat reporter Gary Klein. At the Holiday Bowl, USC defeating Nebraska, holding on against Nebraska, 45-42, the final score. I'd like to say we were surprised, but Gary, come on, fool us once, shame on them, fool us how many times?
Yeah.
We expected this fourth quarter. No, we didn't.
I'll tell you, when they go up by 18 points, come on, 18 points in a bowl game, things have got to change, right? They've got it figured out. They've had 3 weeks to make the adjustments. So to have this happen again, to have it come down to the wire, was just unbelievable.
I talked to Hayes Pillard after the game, and he said he was very happy. He got another chance to go out there to defend a Hail Mary. He said he knew it was going to come down to that. I think if he told his coaches it was going to come down to that, they would have been too happy. What do you think?
Well, obviously, they put some thought into this because Nelson Aguilar was on the field. Juju Smith was on the field. They had some receivers this time that could go up and try and knock the ball away. And that's what Aguilar did, and USC escapes with a victory.
So you're saying they've practiced the Hail Mary since Arizona State. All right. There were some big positive marks out there for USC, including Adoree Jackson, a 98-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, another reception where he blew through the defense. So looking to next season, this team does have some pieces to build around.
Definitely. But they're going to have to find ways to get Adoree Jackson more involved, obviously. Did a nice job at cornerback. Got beat a couple times tonight. We hadn't seen that.
Yeah.
But
and he said that bothers him more and is going to stand out more than those touchdowns.
I'm sure it is. But the fact is, he's the kind of player, obviously, that can make up for those kinds of miscues, being so dynamic on special teams and so dynamic on offense. So he's going to be back. Juju Smith's going to be back. Cody Kessler said after the game he's coming back. So USC fans, if they thought he was going.
Which he wasn't.
He's back. Leonard Williams, we'll see. We'll see. He says he's going to talk to Sarkisian sometime in the next day or two to get it out of the way. And you can read into that what you want.
Gary's jumping the gun. He's already answering my questions. You're turning into Bill Plaschke out here, answering questions before they're even asked. All right, so when you look at the USC's coaching staff, do you think any adjustments happen, any changes? They held on for the win, but the offseason shakeups sometimes do come.
Yeah, but this isn't Washington a few years ago giving up, a gazillion points against Baylor. This is something that happened all season. They did hang on and win. Now, if they lose another game tonight on a Hail Mary pass,
the mailbag would be full.
The mailbag would be full. Pat Hayden's, email box would be full. It would be nuts. But given what happened, I don't think that there's going to be any major coaching changes other than what happens once the NFL stuff starts going and, assistants start moving around all over the place. We'll see if some of these SC guys get some, feelers. But if you're a USC fan and you want major changes, I don't think they're coming.
They're not coming. That's what I think. All right, it's a chilly night in San Diego. It's our final video of the season because it's the season finale. Gary, a final thought on the USC season that was?
Well, just unbelievable finishes. I think, Steve Sarkisian said in his press conference it was a totally successful season or something to that effect. If you're a USC fan, I don't know if that's necessarily the case. But it's a first season. He finished with a better record than Pete Carroll did in his first season, a better record than Lane Kiffin did in his first season. So there's definitely something to build on. This is a program that's now off sanctions. It's going to welcome its first full recruiting class in a long time. It's going to take a couple years to get that roster back, but all things being equal, there were some things this season that really are, I think, encouraging moving forward.
Gary said it, recruiting is coming up. So if you're thinking about tuning away from the USC Now blog, be sure to keep it there. We'll have the latest.
Don't do that. Lindsey Thiry, recruiting.
We'll have all the latest on USC recruiting. National Signing Day coming up the first Wednesday of February. For the last time this season with Gary Klein, I'm Lindsey Thiry for the Los Angeles Times.